Hello comrades, Kami-Sabro here today with Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon. That's right, this game comes from the Lords Collective and, was published by Slithering Games. This game is so much fun. Now I'll admit, I'm a Warhammer fan, so, it's just kind of natural that I enjoy this. But no, truly, this is a very, very well done war game, and I've been doing a lot of Slithering games lately, surprisingly enough, and this one, Alright, without further ado, let's take a look at the game. You've got several different campaigns, as you can see, a tutorial campaign that does a really good job of explaining how to play the game. Act 1 Invasion, Turning the Tide Liberation, and then you've got 3 DLCs, which are all Space Marines. You play as various Space Marine chapters from the Ultramarines, the Blood Angels, and the Salamanders. That's right. Now, the campaigns are persistent, so if you get units early on, you drag them all the way through with you, through each act. And, it pays to really play through the whole game bit by bit, even though you can start at Act 3 whenever you want. Now, for the sake of this video, we're going to take a look at Act 1. Now, they do have full voice actors in the game, and they're really good voice actors too, so kudos on that. I like to play with the Fog of War off, personally, just so I can see everything, plus I can show you guys everything. We're just going to keep it on normal. The game's already really challenging. And we're going to call ourselves Commissar. That's right. Let's just keep Commissar, yeah.
I don't know what is happening.
Here we go.
The comms are going crazy. Bear with me, Commander. If only I could pray. Never mind. I have 2 urgent order stacks coming through on the box. They are both code Cyan, so as the ranking officer, you need to decide which assignment to accept. Governor von Straub is demanding all steel
blah 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 blah. So talk. There's a lot of talking. It's all fully voiced, which is amazing. And something else that's really cool about this game is you actually get to choose throughout most of it, like what you want to do. Do you want to investigate the Hive Deathmire, or do you want to counterattack? Now, I did the investigate Hive Deathmire before on my playthrough, so I'm going to continue doing that. And then you have here Overlord von Straub, who is essentially the incompetent leader of the Imperium's forces in this region, or on this planet anyway, Armageddon. Yeah, you skip. So basically, let me give you a quick rundown of what's going on. Essentially, there's a major greenskin invasion on the planet Armageddon. Now, anyone who's familiar with the lore of Warhammer 40k, you know exactly what's going on right now, and you know that it's a big deal. See, because I just jumped right into the game, you can see that it's already given me units to play with. Now, I tend to focus on a very artillery-heavy army because, killing enemies from a distance is like my thing. That's what I like to do. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of different units. This isn't even all the units you can choose from in the game. This is only a couple. So keep that in mind. There's an absolute ton of different units. Both factions in the game, which are pretty much the Imperium and the Orcs, are fully fleshed out. And unfortunately, because this is early in the campaign, you can't see all the units. But you've got Titans, you've got Leman Russ tanks, you've got everything. Like, it's crazy. There's just so much. And at the end of this video, what I'll even do is I'll show kind of a snippet of, like, just some of the different forces, if from a full roster tree, what it looks like. But anyway, so let me show you basically how the combat works. As you can see here, these little dots signify how far you can go, what spaces you can go. If you look over here, you've got, like, range right in this column here. This is essentially the attack strength of your units, the armor piercing of the units, and how many shots they have on each gun. Now, each unit is different. For example, this Leman Russ Annihilator has 2 las cannons, and then the top, basically, I think it's side, or no, the las cannon in the front, that's where it is, and then 2 heavy bolters on the sides. So essentially, it's got 3 separate weapons, each that have varying shot capabilities, each that are good at certain things. So let's take this group of Gretchens here and let's test out our Leman Russ on them. That's right. So look, we're going to do about 13 damage. Everything has health, which is denoted by the little green bar. And strength is essentially how many units are in the actual the unit itself. So in this case, we have 5 Leman Russ tanks in this group of Annihilators. And as you can see, we've got about 50 Gretchen's right there, with the health bar being that blinking red bar over there to the right. So if we click, pew 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 pew. And again, sorry for the lag. It's probably just me on that part, because this game is not like super graphically appealing. Now, it's very beautiful. The artwork and assets are very beautiful, and it's very well done. But graphically, it's definitely not very high tech. So we're going to try using out our fire support team here, which is our little Steel Legion fire support guys. And as you can see, they're going to do way more damage than the tank did, obviously, because they're a machine gun and they're good at that. So look at that. Mowed the F down. We killed a bunch of them. Alright, and then we've got some flamers, a special weapon team. We're going to bring them up. Oh shit, I didn't move them far. I didn't move them close enough. They have a range of 0. You've got to literally be right next to them to use those. But we still have our company commander, so I can bring my company commander up, and he has a range of 2. So he should be able to hit them with his las gun. Beautiful. There we go. Wiped him out. Awesome. So now I'm going to take up the Basilisk. I'm going to move it forward. If we look at the map, you can see that we've got green skins in the south with Killicans. Killicans that are equipped with Scorcha, mind you. We've only got 15 turns to do this mission in. By the way, this is actually probably, because of the time constraints, a lot of these missions are really challenging. You know, it's not just fighting the enemies, it's beating them full on. Having to beat them and outpower them is really tough. So this game is tough. Like, there's no other way of putting it. It's really tough. And see, infantry units you can put in transporters. As you can see here, we've got this special weapons team and a Chimera. You can even get like a Gorgon, which is like a super heavy tank, essentially, of a transporter. It's really, really powerful. And see, we even got some Rough Riders here, some Steel Legion Rough Riders. Move them up. I remember the days when those looked like Mongol warriors. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, we're going to bring up this Steel Legion to the south, I think. Yeah, we'll move them south, and we'll back them up with a Salamander Scout. I really don't like this preset army. This preset army is friggin' terrible, if you ask me. But see, these are all core units that already have experience. Experience obviously makes your units better, more effective. Their morale doesn't break as easily. All units in this game do have morale, by the way, which is something that's very important. It affects the accuracy and initiative of your units. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Let's go ahead and end our turn and see what the green skins will do. They moved up their Killicans there in the south. They didn't do much. They're pretty much holding their position. Again, all of the greenskins really have to do on this map is just hold out. If they could hold their positions, they could win. This game does have multiplayer, by the way, for those interested in it. Unfortunately, the multiplayer is play by email. That's right. I have no earthly idea why they decided to go that route. I would have much preferred it to be real-time battles. It's cool if it would have been an option, but it's not an option. You pretty much have to play by email if you want to play the game, which is really super disappointing. But whatever. It's still, it's still fun. So it is what it is. It just takes a little bit longer. All right, so we've essentially we're beating the crap out of that Killican. I expected to kill it by now. I wonder if our Basilisk can reach it. So open fire. Pew. Boom! Oh, yeah, look at that. Dead as nails. Ah, beautiful. Alright, now we've got a Wyvern. A Wyvern's a little bit shorter range, but it's still a very effective artillery unit. So, open fire! Pew! I actually could have moved it right there. It probably would have been better. Whatever. Alright, well, we'll move up our flamers. Yes, actually, let's see if I can't get some support fire on them. Yeah, the fire support is way better at it. Look at it. They just wiped that unit out. Ooh! Oh, beautiful. Alright, we're going to move the rest of our troops up. Move the company commander into that cover there. What else do we have? We still have the Leman Russ in the rear. Move him up. It's not even upgraded Leman Russ. Ugh, awful, awful. Alright, well, let's end our turn and see what the orcs do. Now their war bikes are firing on our flamers. No bueno, no bueno. That's alright, our fire support's right behind him to give him a little backup. Alright, yep. Still giving you tutorial. It'll give you tutorial messages unless you turn them off, by the way. Again, I have played all of this at this point in time, so I'm very familiar with the rules and how the game works. Anyway, let's take up our Leman Russ and get some kills with it on these war bike. Yeah, suck it. Suck it. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Warhammer games, you're probably finding this to be incredibly similar to Final Liberation, and it is. This is the closest game you'll probably ever play to Final Liberation. from a modern Warhammer perspective. Now, there's certain things that Final Liberation does that I like better, like the fact that everything's fully animated. I would have really, really liked this game to have been fully animated, which is super disappointing that they didn't do. Again, it's kind of a nitpicky type situation there. It's not that big of a deal, but it does suck that it's not, fully animated. Like the units, like even if there was just like slight little walking animations and stuff like that, that would have been really cool. But again, it's very faithful to the tabletop in a sense, because like this is basically how your tabletop guys would actually look if you're playing. So, or at least more than likely if you're moving them around. So I guess, it makes sense why they went this route. But again, I don't know. I would have preferred it. God, that fire support team is freaking epic. I would have preferred it, like I said, if it was all fully animated. At least, and it didn't even have to be like supreme detail. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh my god, this is the best shit I have ever seen. Sign me up right now. But it is what it is. So let's take our Rough Riders out for a good killing. Bring down this war buggy. Yeah, that's right. Wipe them out. They've got hunting lance and... oh, wow, they didn't kill him. Alright, whatever. We've got our flamers. The actual effects, though, are really good. Like, they're very, very high-quality effects. Simple, yet they're very clear. Very clear. Get our company commander to fire. Open fire for maximum effect. Damn those things. Things are tough as freaking hell to kill. That's alright. Let's take a look at the west side before we finish up our turns over there. Alright, we've got lots of enemies in this area. Damn, they have a range on... those shooters have a range on us? That's no bueno. Whatever. Open fire. Bring them down. Alright, alright. Wreck them. Beautiful. Alright, we took out a group of shooter boys. Yes. Beautiful, very beautiful. Everything's going according to plan. And we'll move that guy right there. We'll move that Salamander Scout right there. And everything else is pretty much what I want it to be right now. Alright, so I guess I'll try to... yeah, we can try to kill those Kellicans, or at least damage them so they can't do much damage back to us. Alright. Alright, beautiful. End our turn. Alright, so I'll show a few more turns of this. Let's see. I guess open fire on these slugger boys. Get our fire support in there. And decimate that. I don't know, what do I want to do with those? Actually, I'll use these guys to wipe out those Kellicans. And they still didn't die. Open fire. Jesus. Hit him with the power sword! Yeah, that's right. Good smack in the face of the power sword. Alright. So, what should we do now? Those Gretchens are a bit too close for comfort. There's not much I can do about them yet. They'll do some heavy damage if we charge them. That's no good. Well, I guess we're just going to have to do what we got to do. Wipe them out. Alright, so we wiped out that group of Gretchens. At heavy cost, mind you. Heavy cost. But see, something you can do in this game is you can actually requisition new forces. And to recuperate your damaged morale, you can increase it either by having a company commander nearby, or you can camp out, which we're unable to do this turn because everyone's moved, aside from our western forces. So, let's move you back. Actually, shit, we can't really do anything to those guys without taking some serious damage, but I can move my tank back. Open fire. Still hit it with all of our guns. Do some decent damage. We can even move these guys over. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, kill them from a distance, boys. Kill them from a distance. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, dirty bastards. And so you can see him further coming on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, they didn't kill it. Nice. Alright. It's our turn again. Let's get our artillery to open fire on those... actually, no. I don't know. Yeah, let's say bring down those slugger boys there. Pew, 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 pew. Savage. Get our fire support just decimating things. Oh my god. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Alright, see, we just devastated the enemy front forces. Alright. Alright, and we'll requisition some new troops for this unit here since they're already pretty much gone anyway. We could requisition some new strength for our Rough Riders. So let's do that. Everybody else is pretty much fine. Yeah. Alright, now let's take a look, see what's going to happen over here. Alright, alright. Interesting, very interesting. Let's move our tank back one. Open fire on that group. Move back one. Open fire. We're going to lose this sentinel anyway, so hopefully I can draw some fire towards it. But we'll get our Steel Legion infantry to wipe out that group. Yes! Phenomenal, phenomenal. Alright, we'll end our turn and see what happens. Alright, there goes our sentinel. So it did draw the fire, but now we can bring out a new unit, which might just be like a basilisk or a tank, you know, something actually useful. You do have Ogryns and Rattling Snipers for those, again, who know the, you know, the Imperial Guard and whatnot. So that's really cool. We could bring out a destroyer that can shoot from 4 things away. Let's requisition. Let's try that bad boy out. Plop it down right here, and on the next turn, he'll be able to move. Okay, so open fire. Move him up one. Open fire. And open fire. Nice. Okay. Let's take a look back on the eastern front. Go ahead and always hit with the artillery first. Always hit with arty first. See, we just devastated him. Absolutely devastated him. And kill them all. Kill them all. There we go. Oh, come on. This group here still got like, oh yeah, we still got one Gretchen left. What a bunch of douchebags. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and move my Chimera over here and end my turn. And we're going to start moving all of our forces now. Just blow that up. Alright, Gretchen's destroyed. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now these buildings block line of sight, so if you're wondering why they're not going to be able to hit me, that's why. And with that said, we're going to bomb the piss out of their gun positions there that they've got set up. And move our destroyer up. We can move our Chimera right there, but it can be hit by all of these targets, so we're just not going to let it do anything. We could just try to bull rush them. I don't know how well that's going to work. Might not work at all. Oh, very sticky situation to be in, eh? Very sticky. Oh shit, I should have put my fire support closer. God, they've just got, they're really heavily entrenched. Oh, damn, we lost 8 units. That's unacceptable. Alright, whatever, we're going in. Charge, men! Break their lines! We will crush their foes. Oh wow, our Rough Riders are going to get devastated if they attack. They're going to get destroyed on the next turn. Well, it is what it is. I'm just straight up charging in an attempt to hopefully... Oh wow, we lost the Rough Riders. Fuck. That's no good. And shoot, tank. Alright, move. And wipe them out. Enemy orcs have been destroyed. And we're going to bring our guys up there, and we're going to requisition a new unit. I'm going to bring in another Basilisk. No, let's bring in some air support. Vulture gunship. We'll deploy it right there, and it'll be able to move on the next turn. Okay, so let's end our turn. Take heavy casualties. Our flamers are going to get shot the F up. Now it's our Ballista's turn again. Open fire. Or Basilisks, anyway. Ballista, sorry. In my own world, in my own world. Alright, we're going to start pummeling these rear vehicle units with our Lemon Russ. Move up our destroyer. And now this guy is going to do some serious damage to the enemy vehicles. Pew! Yeah. Alright, fire support. Open fire. Move up our flamers. Burn them out. Burn them out! Alright, Gretchen's destroyed. What else do I have? We've got the Salamander Scout, which is going to open fire and not kill the enemy. However, we can move our guy right here. There we go. That'll kill it. Enemy Zappa destroyed. Phenomenal. And our Wyvern's going to open up fire and take out that... Oh, no, it didn't? Jesus Christ. What is that thing made out of? Alright, well, let's just bring up our other stuff and end our turn. I think we got this one, guys. So anyway, basically this has been Warhammer 40k Armageddon. Like I said, the game is very simple. Like, once you figure it out, once you start playing it and so on, it's actually very simple, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. I very much like this game, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is either A, a Warhammer fan, B, a War Games fan, or C, you know, I don't know. If you like these games, you're gonna like this. This one is so much fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, what else can I really say? It's a lot of fun. And if you like Final Liberation, this'll, you know, you'll put this right on like a glove. So I really do highly recommend it. Again, there are a few things that are kind of bothersome. Like I said, the lack of any graphical, or I mean like animations, stuff like that. You know, it's small stuff. It's not like big, oh my god, this game is crippled because of this. But it would be nicer, you know, if it did actually kind of have those types of features in it. So, yeah. But again, I mean, it's no worse because of it. It's still a lot of fun, and I very much enjoy this game and highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in these types of games. But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro fighting the Orc forces for Armageddon. If you'd like to see more videos from this game, just let me know. I'd be glad to do them. Like I said, this game is a lot of fun, and I'm very much enjoying my time with it. And I would be glad to continue a series on this. But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I will see you all next time.